let me introduce my good friend from the UK. He is, oh, there he is. He is known for making people famous. Okay, he is a marketing genius. The reason why I got onto LinkedIn and I started being very active in LinkedIn is because of him, because he showed me how to reach more people, right? So this is someone that you really want to hear from. And when we talk about collaboration, he is a master at that, at collaboration. Like he collaborates with different people like every day, every day. So without further ado, Annie, the floor is yours.
That's what you call timing, right? I don't know what happened there. Anyway, hello everyone. Eric, I must say your show, so the last couple of days was brilliant.
Thank you.
You've turned that studio event into something that's truly impactful. Of course, I love the workbook as well. I mean, it's good. It's good. It's always good to learn from geniuses. I think I think for today's conversation, I think Amberly just mentioned exactly where I think the magic lies, right? Of course, I'm sure we know that collaboration is a great way to move ourselves forward, give ourselves more resources, more expertise. I think that there's, for me, I'm learning that it matters who you collaborate with. So a lot of people tend to go for what I call soulmates, friends. You're a friend of mine. I like you. I adore you. So we must collaborate. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's stop doing that. I think that almost misses the point, right? That almost misses the point of collaboration, where you want to find people who complement you, people with whom you can create something new, something that people maybe people who are totally different to you. You can't find them deliberately. I'm not saying there's no value in working with your friends. Of course there is. But when you find people who have a skill that you don't have, people who not necessarily people who complete what you've, what you don't have, but people who with whom you can create something truly different, something that helps your customers more. So that's where the genius really lies. And I think they'll need to be brave enough to, I guess, to be truly willing to expand our minds, our services, the areas we work in, rather than reinforcing our niche. So I do marketing. I must find other marketers. No, I want to find people in tech. Of course, I work with people in sales. So everyone here is in a different sector to me. I'm saying, but no, you want to find people who are not necessarily your soulmates. You want to find people who are, who are genuinely different, who can move you forward in a way you can't do by yourself. It doesn't mean that it's going to be easy to collaborate with them, but of course you have to form those relationships to make sure that you're aligned, that you're singing from the same hymn sheets, that you have the same values almost, so the same way of looking at the world. But ultimately, your resources, your skills, your abilities, your vision together should be something that truly creates a unique solution. So maybe that's not right for you, but that's what I'm working on, Eric. That's what I'm working on these days, right? I want to create something. I guess I'm thinking along the lines of what we call blue ocean thinking, right? And if anyone's read the book, essentially there's two options: blue ocean strategy or red ocean strategy. Blue ocean strategy means create something new. Red ocean strategy means compete with everyone else the way you always have done. That's a part of what I've learned in that way of thinking is that you must look outside your niche, you must look outside yourself to find real solutions, because no one else is going to look where you're looking. Now, that's the excitement of collaboration for me these days, where I think I want to create something truly remarkable. If you're wondering why I'm naturally not like this, look, think of the circus, right? The circus things, the circus people, right? And then you have Cirque du Soleil. That's the world's greatest circus today. Now, one circus is a circus: animals, tricks, magicians, high wire people. The other one is like a theater performance. It's like a film. Everything's like the whole thing is a production. That they're making the money. They're creating genius, right? Old circus is still there, but not really making any money. So let's think more like now Cirque du Soleil, who are creating something genius from by stealing off other industries almost. That's when collaboration can truly be remarkable. Anyway, I've talked enough today. That's my main lesson for today. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks for the kind words about our event. We really appreciate it. We're just getting better and better, get better and better. And one of the reasons is because I work with people, right? I collaborate. Like if it was just the Eric show, you guys would be bored. You'll hear the same thing, right? You'd be bored. You won't come back. The reason you come back is because there are new people on the stage with me, right? So yeah. So that's one of the things that I love about collaboration. I'm only going to talk about 2 points because you all have said great things. One of the things that that I see in collaboration is a win-win-win situation. Everybody wins. Okay, I'll give you a few examples. So one of the speakers that spoke on my stage, Tamra, she's a mindset coach. She spoke on the stage and she got 5 appointments that day. Right? She said, "Eric, I got 5 appointments." Bro. She was like really excited, right? And then one of her appointments happens to be somebody who they follow me, but they can't learn about mindset from me because I'm not a mindset coach, right? So now it's a win for her, right? Potential clients. It's a win for that person because the information that they couldn't get from me, they're getting from her. It's a win for me because I have another successful speaker on the stage and a testimonial. She gave me a testimonial, incredible testimonial that will attract more people to give more value to more people, right? So it's a win-win-win situation for everybody, right? So that's one of the great things I love about collaboration. I'll give you another one. I started a group called the Promote Your Business Meetup Group over 5 years ago. The day I was starting, I talked to a guy. His name is Eric, a friend of mine. I said, he said, "Oh, let's do this. I'm gonna be there with you. We're gonna build this group, blah blah." And then last minute, he sends me a message, "Eric, I can't make it. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna send my wife because she's pretty good. She's, like she has a business and she's pretty good." His wife's name is Tammy. Tammy comes, and Tammy, she's just fire. She's a great speaker. And Tammy ended up working with me initially. It was her idea for everybody to clap after each person speaks. It was her idea, and we still do that till today, right? And then Tammy, yes, we do. And then Tammy met Sabrina, who used to come back then. Sabrina lived in Maryland then. She lives in Florida now. They became friends. They joined the same network marketing company. They became top distributors. They fly around the country doing their presentations. They were recognized on stage. So the collaboration I was supposed to do with Eric ended up becoming a collaboration with me and Tammy, which ended up being Tammy and Sabrina working together. And because of that, they're both living an incredible life, right? So but it all starts with collaboration, right? It all starts with collaboration. And there was another one I want to say. Kenyetta. So Kenyetta is a lady who spoke on my stage on my first event. And Kenyetta spoke, and then I went to an event, a National Speakers Association in Colorado, and we had a banner and a picture of Kenyetta I put on the banner. And a lady walks up to me and says, "Oh my God, I know Kenyetta." And then we go way back, right? So anyway, she says, "I'm gonna call Kenyetta to find out more about you all," because that's what people do, right? They're gonna call the person they know. Guess what? She's speaking on our next stage. She's going to be on our next stage. She's a relationship coach, right? So the collaboration that I did where I brought Kenyetta in attracted her. She's coming in and she has a huge following on social. So some people from her following will come and they'll benefit from each other. You see how it is? You see, it just keeps growing. It just keeps growing. And that's what I love about what I do, right? It's about helping other people win. And then lastly, I'll just mention before I call on Zion, is it creates accountability. Look, if I had to do this show in the morning by myself, there may be sometimes you may just get a message on email saying, "I'm not showing up today." Yeah, something went, something happened, blah blah. But guess what? I can't do that. I have 4 or 5 people waiting for me in the morning, right? So collaboration, what it does, it gives you it's a sense of it's a sense of accountability where you have to do it because somebody else is pushing you along. Somebody else is pushing you along. If you're doing a podcast and you're like, I don't know if I can do it with somebody. Do it with somebody. Even if one person shows up, you both of you will engage that one person. It's not that bad, right? So that's another thing about collaboration. It gives you accountability. You're accountable to each other, and you grow much faster when you have somebody else working with you. All right. So that's what I want to share. Appreciate that. Yes, Kenyatta is fire. Yes, Carl. All right, so now we are going to go to my good friend in Nigeria, Zion. This gentleman, he really needs no introduction. He is Mr. Positivity, right? I've been working together with him now for over a year. He helps so many people all over the world, and you'll hear about what he's going to share with you today. So, without further ado, Zion and Aguru, the floor is yours.
All right, Mr. Eric. Thank you so much. It's such a privilege to be here again on another edition of Monday Morning Motivation. Leah, Ambali, Mr. Eni, and Mr. Eric yourself, you have shared so much nugget. Then I was thinking, what will I say? You said it all. But it's all good. We are still coming here to share. But one thing just to encourage those listening to us, we are coming here every Monday, not just to motivate you and leave you like that. We want you to take action. Because after getting all this wisdom, after getting all this knowledge, it's important that you take action. It is when you take action, you begin to see the fruit of everything that we've said in your life. So be intentional about taking action because it's very, very important. Now, I love the topic of today, the power of collaboration, because everything I do is centered on this, on collaboration. Because alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much more. Talking about on the backstage with Leah and Mr. Eric, he said, "Dream teamwork makes dream work." So if you want to achieve any dream, there is reason to work together, and when you begin to work together, it helps you to actualize that dream. So before collaboration, that's what I do. There are steps I follow because there are many collaboration opportunities out there, but you must be careful for the one that is meant for you. You must be intentional for the one that you can actually work with. Because some collaborations are not collaboration the way it is. They might even make you lesser than yourself. So be intentional about collaboration that suits you, that go in line with your goal, with your vision, and your plan for your life. So before collaboration, the first step I use is communication. If you don't communicate with people, you don't know how to collaborate. So you must start in the place of communicating with people. Yeah, a lot of people doing many things out there. Don't just assume that this is meant for you. Try to have a personal communication with them. It gives you a clearer picture. It helps you know them better before you know if you can collaborate or not. Then in the place of communication, then you can connect. Like I said before, we are communicating with people, oh, this goal aligns with my goal, this vision aligns with my vision, then we can actually work together. When you go through those first steps of communication, connection, then collaboration can take place. Now, collaboration is very important because it's a channel that can take you from where you are now to where you want to be. Yes. Each and every one of us, we all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses. And when you begin to work together in a team, you can see people whose weaknesses is your strength and whose strength is your weaknesses. And being able to work together with people like that can make you a better person. It puts you in a position where you can learn, where you can be better, where you can grow when you work with people. Because collaboration will bring diversity of knowledge, diversity of wisdom, diversity of perspective, that you begin to learn the things that you never thought you could learn when you begin to work together as a team. Now, one benefit of collaboration is it makes you achieve your dreams faster. I tell you, it's good to do it alone. It's good to be a one-man army or a one-man soldier. It's beautiful. But I tell you, for you to achieve that goals faster, work with people. I've shared on this stage before where I thought about writing my own book. For months, for years, it didn't happen. But let me tell you how it happened in collaboration. Mr. N is on stage today, and I'm proud to say together we are co-authors and we are 8 times international bestsellers, in different countries all over the world. This happened because I leveraged the power of collaboration. Just to encourage you today, if you have a dream that's been lingering on, you have been thinking about how to do it, you just need somebody to hold your hand, go together, push it, and I tell you, you can do far much more. Do not take for granted the power of collaboration because all you know is not all there is. All you achieve is not all there is to achieve. And when you begin to collaborate and work with people, you can achieve so much more than you can ever imagine. Collaboration has been a game changer for me. And I can tell you, every speaker on stage today, they have many stories to share with you as it pertains the power of collaboration. We are benefiting from collaboration every day. And that's why we are bringing this awareness for you this morning. So you can be intentional, you can be aware, and you can be conscious of the power that collaboration brings. So thank you so much for listening. I hope that enlightens your day. I yield the mic to you, Mr. Eric.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Wow. Another TED Talk. We appreciate that. Like you always bring the fire. You always bring the fire. And we appreciate it. All right. So speaking about collaboration, folks, I am actually in I was going to say panel, but it's more than that. It's called Digital Mentors Mastery. It's an event. We have 22 speakers. Okay, I'm blessed to be one of them. Top speakers from all over the world will be speaking, and it's a 30-day event. So you don't have to show up for 30 every day, but you're going to get videos from all these speakers on a daily basis, right? So it's going to be powerful. And guess what? It starts today and it's free. All right. So I'm putting the link right there. So click on it. You'll see me. You'll see a lot of top other. Some of you may have heard of Ray Higdon, right? He's one of them. A lot of top people in the space of motivation, marketing, sales, you name it, network marketing, affiliate marketing. And so if you want more information and you want to be a part of a huge collaboration, this is another example. Huge collaboration, right? Some people that are in my part of my following will go and then they'll learn from somebody else. Some people from Ray Higdon's following will go and they'll learn from me, right? So we all collaborate. All right. So I just want to put that in there. If you see the link, click on it. If you can't find it for any reason, reach out to me or reach out to Carl and you'll get it. All right. All right. So let's get to our questions. By the way, welcome everybody. Priscilla, good to see you. Kingsley, welcome. Paulette, welcome. Shoes, I think it is. Shoes, welcome. Sagar, welcome. Let's see. Bildad, welcome. All right. We have a lot of people. Aquaiko, welcome. Let's see. Tyrell, good to see you. Wow, we have so many people. I can't go through everybody. Kemini, welcome. We got so many people here today. This is awesome. Okay, so let's go to the questions. I believe the first question was Coral. Coral says, when thinking of collaborating with someone, what should we look for? Okay, that's a good question. What should we look for in a potential collaboration partner? Anybody want to address that? What should we look for? Amberly, then Leah.
So some of, I think, the most important characteristics are going to be their integrity, their values, how they show up, their example that they lead towards others. That's going to be the first thing that I'm going to look for. Are they like-minded? So yes, for me, that's going to be some of the first things that I'm looking for in someone that I want to collaborate with.
Very good. Very good. Thank you so much. Leah, go ahead.
Yeah, I totally agree, Amberly. And that comes from getting to know them, right? You got to be willing. This takes time. You've got to be willing to vet them, which means that you have to sit down with them, do a coffee chat. And what I do is I look through their social media, not just what they're posting, but I look at what they're liking. What are they commenting? Who are they lifting up? Because if everything is just about me, my I, then you know that they're not really going to probably be a true collaboration. I'm looking for somebody who's already doing this organically, or maybe it's something they're doing intentionally, but you want somebody that this is really their wheelhouse. And so you know that they really do have that mindset of collaboration. Hand it back to you, Eric.
Very good. Appreciate that. Annie, go ahead.
I think it has to be someone you can trust implicitly, almost. Someone you can definitely rely on. Like you were saying earlier, you want to know that you're going to move forward together, right? And almost as a team. So that takes someone, like Leah says, someone who's doing it. Then again, I think that it's more than just doing it. I think it's who they are. Now, for me, my customers always come first. So someone who's going to deliver, and and bring, maybe someone who also brings something to the table. I get asked every day to collaborate. I'm like, no,
Me too.
because you bring me nothing. You're adding nothing to what I do, and together we've done. There's nothing new, right? So I'm quite choosy who I collaborate with. So I'll leave it there for now. I'm sure that there's more questions that we're going to answer. I can say more.
Yes, absolutely. Zion, did you want to share?
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Eric. For me, one thing I look out for is you must be a positive person. One of the criteria I look at for people, you must give me that positivity. And once you're a positive person, every other thing can flow. Because for me, I believe in positivity, there are possibilities. So when you're a positive person, every other thing will be bettered from a positive mindset. So that's one thing I look at for. So thank you so much. I yield the mic to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So for me, I'm not looking for an arrogant person. Like I'm not looking for a diva. When I say diva, I mean male or female, right? Because some people are successful, but they're so arrogant that I don't want to work with them and I don't want to introduce my people to them, right? I met with a lady about speaking on my stage, and she said, "My only concern is I don't know if your speakers will be at my caliber." And I said to myself, "Yeah, you're not speaking on my stage." You know what I mean? Because we're not looking for arrogant people. We're looking for people that are confident in what they do, right? But are coachable or teachable and want to interact with other people, right? So a lot of times we go after an influencer. If I can just get this person, and then you end up working with them, and like, oh my God, I wish I never worked with this person. Right? So I'm not looking for that. Also, you want to look for someone that has a personality that's similar to you, right? I met with a guy, and obviously I never mentioned names. I met with a guy. He sounded very good, very professional. He knew what he was talking about. We actually set up a day to do a collaboration. I go watch his videos, and he curses like a sailor, right? I know, and he always laughs when I say that. Look, like if you curse in your house, that's okay. But on training calls, if you just drop in F bombs, I mean, you can't work with me. I don't do that, right? So I don't care how many followers you have. But Eric, I have 300,000 followers. Fine, but my followers aren't used to hearing that. Not from me and not from the people that come on my show, right? So again, you have to gel. Now, for some people, that's perfect. They can curse together, right? Throw you a curse, well, throw me back a curse, right? I could do one better, right? I could string them along. I can string them together, right? So again, find someone that is, you're compatible. Okay, you have to be compatible, and you want to vet them. Go on their social media, watch their videos, get to know about them. You can learn a lot by watching their videos, right? That's very important. So I hope I gave you guys some value. I know at least I got some people laughing, so that's good. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's see. Question. Okay, and okay, yes, Carlene. Carlene has a question. All right. Carlene says, how do you navigate situations where what initially seemed like a collaborative effort or mutual exchange of information shifts towards the other party mainly trying to sell their product or recruit you for their team? That's a great question. It has happened to me. Oh my goodness. Yes, Leah can't wait to address that. Go ahead, Leah.
Oh, Amberly had her hand up
Oh,
first.
Amberly, I'm sorry. Amberly, go ahead.
Okay, so this has happened to me. And Carlene, great question. So, you know that feeling inside of your gut? And you guys go with it, okay? Because not everyone has beautiful intentions in the world, okay? So, you just need to love people where they are and then love them from afar because they are not your people. You cannot move forward with these people. You need to love them and let them go because those people are not going to bring value, integrity, credibility, and all of the beautiful needs in order to make this exactly what it needs to be. This collaboration has to be strong. This collaboration has to be full of beautiful tips and tricks in order to bring value to someone else. And if you are working with someone who is not like minded, they do not see your vision, they do not know your heart, and they are not beside you moving towards the same lane, it is not going to work, you guys. It's not going to work. And you can't push something that is not going to work. You need to love them where they am and then love them from afar because they are not your people. Okay.
I love it. I love it. Very straightforward. All right. Did Leah, did you put up your hand or not? Oh, you did. Okay, go ahead.
I did. I just put it up after Amberly. Yes, I agree, Amberly. Such great points.
Yes.
And I would just add to that is you have to set the rules of engagement. And what I mean by that is you have to set that expectation. There's nothing wrong with building a team. There's nothing wrong with recruiting. That's totally all great. But understand if that's what in their wheelhouse, then you have to let them know that I'm not going to be participating in that. That's just the rule. And if you find yourself in that situation where somebody has really not been forthcoming, you know what? I call it off with your head. I mean, what else can you do? Because they're not in alignment with you, right? We just wish them well away from us, right, Paul? So I had it back to you.
Oh my God. These people are so funny. Oh my God. Off with the head. All right. That's something that Annie would say. You guys are just cutthroat. No pun intended. You guys are just cutthroat. Go ahead, Eddie.
There's a reason for it. Leah, I'm totally with you. See, a lot of people, like I said, will approach us every day to collaborate. They don't mean collaborate. They have no idea what the word means. I don't think.
Yeah.
They want to sell you something. They want you to sell their stuff for them.
Mhm.
And it just it annoys me. And so Leah, I tell them right at the beginning, do you know what collaboration really means? It means working for mutual benefit and also mutual risk.
Yes.
That has to be mutual everything. It's not me bringing you my customers. It's not me bringing you my network. It's literally us two working to create something different. So I'm very clear these days, by creating something new that I can't do myself, you can't do yourself. Well, once you smell that, they're just going to carry on doing what they're doing to try and get bigger on the back of you. I turn my back on anyway. I walk away. If you head them, that's pretty nice of you, Leah. Yeah, I like that.
Off with the head. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I agree with all of you. I agree with all of you. Like if you see that they're trying to take advantage of you, just, it's over. It's over. Oh, and here's a tip too. Here's a tip. If you want to collaborate with someone and you reach out to them, tell them what you're going to do for them. I get messages all the time. Hi, Eric. Oh, you're doing a great job. I see 9,000 followers. Awesome. I see you on Instagram. I see you on YouTube. Oh my goodness. Look, I want to collaborate with you because I really want your people to hear what I have to say about my business. That's not collaborating. That's not collaborating. That's using me to get to my audience. Right. So I'm gonna just say no, not interested. Right. So but what he should do is send me a message. Hey, Eric, I see what you're doing. You're doing great things. Here's how I can help. Now you got my attention. Here's how I can help. I can do this. I can help you with this. I can get you to more people. And then I thought, okay, let's meet. Right. So if you want to collaborate with someone, tell them how you're going to benefit them. To even get an appointment, you need to do that. just for them to talk to you, you need to do that. Because aside from that, they know you just want to take. You just want to take, right? And then, this world is not designed, to help takers. It's designed to help givers. All right. So awesome. Okay. So we have another question I'm going to put here, and then we have about 15 minutes. So if all of you, as you answer the question, let us know how we can reach you. Let us know if there's anything going on, any events you're going on, any ebooks you have, something for the audience to share or to grab. Okay. So the question is from Coral: do you have any tips for helping introverted team members to collaborate more effectively? Good question. Introverts. Okay. Leah.
Yeah, I always say that Eric F. King is the king of collaboration, and the queen of collaboration is actually Coral. So if you're an introvert, I would suggest you collaborate with Coral from across the pond. You don't have to be an extrovert. Just find those extroverts who love the collaboration. And what will happen is through osmosis, people will see you more as that. They just will. If you're edifying that person, you're throwing love onto them, which is genuine, right? We're talking about genuine. You're genuinely elevating them. You're genuinely respecting them. You're allowing them to shine. It will automatically come and shining on you. And super excited. I have an incredible collaboration going on Saturday, and we're going to talk about how to create business elevation together. So Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The best way to reach me is on LinkedIn. That's really my best platform. With that, I hand it back to you, Mr. Eric.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Amberly.
Hey, yeah, I really love this question. So, tips for helping introverted team members. When you're starting out, especially when you're introverted and you're really looking to collaborate with others, it may feel a little off because you're introverted and you're not quite sure how to feel other people's energy. It may be a lot for you. I would start off small, and build a relationship with someone who, again, this really all ties in together. Someone who is like-minded, someone who understands you, who understands your heart, who understands what you like and what you don't like. And as they bring other people into the relationship, they understand that it's going to be someone who is very similar to you. Maybe they don't like large groups, or they don't like big crowds, or people who are asking maybe a ton of questions in a certain setting. But where you have a few people and you're able to move things off of each other and have some sort of a mastermind, and everybody understands each other, that feels comfortable. So find your people, find your tribe, find the people that really understand you. And I will tell you, believe it or not, I am an introvert, but I'm also an extrovert. Given the situation and the people that make me feel safe, I can be my authentic self. But if I am around people who are not my people, who don't make me feel safe, it is shut down. There is nothing coming out of here, people. And that's the point, is find your people that make you feel alive.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. I think Annie will be next. Annie.
Yeah, I totally agree, Amberly. I think collaboration should has to take into account how we are, how would what our preferences are, what our skills are. There's no point sending us into trying to do something that's totally against what we do or how we do it. If I'm an introvert, then like you say, we have to get to know each other enough that you can respect my qualities or the skills I bring to the table. You can't expect me to create something that I'm just not. So sometimes that comes down to the agreement. And that's when Leah mentions, making an agreement at the beginning. I think that's very useful. Be very clear what you do, how you do it, and also what you expect from the other person. No,
Yes.
that clarity will pay, in the end. Because when collaborations tend to go wrong, it's because there's mis expectations on both sides, or at least on one side, right? Whereas having an agreement that clarifies everything, it can be useful. In that agreement, just make sure you state how you work and how you don't like to work. And
Yes.
of course, so the right person, right collaboration partners will respect how you are and how you do things. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
so that, maybe I'll leave it and say never feel forced to do what you're not comfortable with.
Yes.
That's the thing, right?
I love
Right.
it.
Of course, LinkedIn is where you find me. I'm still promoting my book for life. Listen to learn from COVID-19. Yes, the book is here. So it is here. It's
Awesome.
a lovely book. No,
Awesome.
look, it's our COVID story. 10 authors. That's collaboration for you, right? I
That's
tell you, 10
collaboration.
people. That's collaboration.
Yes.
So 10 authors telling their stories about the pandemic and how we got through it, how we are now here thriving, and also helping people. So do check out the book. It is on Amazon. So connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll happily share the link with you. So thank you very much, everyone.
Sounds good. And make sure you share the link in this chat as well, because people are going to go into this chat. Amberly, I don't think you shared how we can reach you.
I know. And he just reminded me. So I can be reached on all the socials under my name, or on TikTok and Instagram under @BeachGirlShreve. So reach out to me. I would love to connect with you and see how I may serve and bless you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. One thing I did want to say, just so people are clear, when we say find someone that, that aligns with your values and stuff like that, we don't mean the person has to be exactly like you, right? Like for me, okay, so like I always talk about how Annie is soft spoken, right? I'm not, but we make a great team. Right, we still make a great team, right? So I'm not, so if you are really shy, you don't necessarily have to find someone that's really shy. Find someone that's the opposite, maybe, right? But because you can feed off each other, they can tone it down a little bit, and you can come out of your shell a little bit, right? So yeah, so you want to grow, you want to grow, and this whole thing about being introverted and everything. Look, most people are introverted in some way. I'm introverted. I'm an introvert in many ways, right? But people don't think so because they see me on stage. But if you see me at a party, or like maybe like a home party, where I'm the last person to talk. Like I'm just listening. Like people can be arguing back and forth, and I know what they're saying doesn't make sense, but I just watch. That's just me, right? That's just why. So I think a lot of us, we think that, well, we're introverted and everybody isn't. No, there's a lot more introverted people out there than you think. I'd call myself an introvert when I'm not on stage. And when I say on stage, like what I'm doing now, I consider this on stage, right? When I'm not, I don't say much. You'll be shocked. Like this guy doesn't even talk, right? Yeah. So I just want to share that. Okay, and to reach me, go LinkedIn is best. I mean, I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Eric F. King. Don't look for Eric King, because it'll take you an hour to find me. Look for Eric F. King. I'm the only one. All right. And if there's anybody else that pops up, I'm going to say, hey, I had the name first. Um, so Eric F. King, yeah. So yeah, reach out to me, connect with me, follow me. I'm sure if you don't learn something from me, trust me, you're going to learn something from somebody I collaborated with, for sure. For sure. That I can guarantee you. All right. So we have a few minutes. I think there's a question here from Coral. From Coral. She says, how does collaboration help in achieving shared goals? So anybody want to speak to that? Shared goals. Amberly, and then Leo.
So when you're coming together, I think these all kind of come together with a lot of the things that we've said here today. When you are meeting with someone, you are going over expectations, you're understanding what you both want to achieve, and those goals together is they're going to help you achieve all of the things. And once you come back together, you finished whatever it is that the project you both are working on, and say, you know what, I really liked how we did this, this, and this. And you know what I was thinking during our session, that we could also add this, this, and this. So it expands your mind, it expands what you want to achieve, and helps you grow. So I think understanding where you both want to be, understanding the goals that you want to achieve, understanding the expectations that you both have for each other, the only place to go is up, my friends.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate that. Leah.
Yeah, that's so, so good. It really is true. It's iron sharpens iron. And as you collaborate, what will happen is, in my opinion, a couple of things is number one, your strengths will become stronger. And that person is probably gravitated towards you for something. In other words, there's probably something you can learn from them. So be really mindful of what they're sharing, because it probably is something, this is what I've learned that I need to, it's usually something that I need to learn, a space that I need to grow in. Hand it back to you, Eric.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Annie, did you want to comment?
I think it is the usual, the things that we've said already today in terms of bringing, collaboration will bring you new skills, it bring you new perspectives, new way of doing things, and ultimately, if you find the right collaboration partner, of course, you can do things quicker. You can get to your results a lot quicker, and then sometimes more easily, but sometimes, yeah, humans are humans, right?
Exactly.
Don't work with humans or animals, and all with tech. So I'm saying, so things it takes working out to make sure you achieve the goals that. But I think maybe the trick is being very clear what you want out of this relationship. Don't leave it to chance that it's going to happen. It might happen. Oh, maybe it didn't happen. Be very clear and say, again, back to the point about being transparent. What's in it for them? What's in it for you? What's in it for you? Who are you trying to help, and how's it going to work? These are conversations you must have. As Zion said earlier, right? Communication is key.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. And also, when you set up this partnership, so to speak, give yourself a way out. Okay. So if you meet with someone and say, oh, you know what, we should start a podcast together, Robert. Let's say you have a podcast and you want to bring somebody on your podcast and you want to part. Why don't you do this? Have them as a guest first, and then have them as a guest host. I mean, they do that in the night shows, right? Like the Tonight Show, right? They have a guest host, right? Try them out for a few nights, So don't just sign a contract. Hey, we're gonna do this forever, and then after the second month, oh my God, this is the worst. This is the worst part I've ever had, right? So give yourself a way out. I'll tell you real quick before we close. There's a guy I know. He's a tax strategist. And there's another guy I know. He helps people with it's similar to what Leah does, financial planning and stuff like that. And they both are successful in their own right, right? So they both have maybe about, I don't know, 1,000 followers on YouTube. They're both successful. So then they decided that, why don't we collaborate and create a podcast? I'm trying to remember the name of the podcast. I can't remember right now. So they did that. Now they have like 200,000 followers. Here's what happened. The people that get on, they get so much value learning how to make the money and then learning the tax part of it. It's so much value. They share it with more people. And then their audiences grew and grew and grew. And they started out with just doing lives and stuff like that. Now they have a full-blown podcast together, right? But that's an example of how the collaboration turned into something huge, right? And they work with each other several times before they actually decide to have a combined podcast. So that's an example right there of shared goals, how people can achieve goals together. And at the same time, they didn't, you got to date before you marry, right? They didn't just get married. It's like, all right, let's do this, right? Yeah. So yeah, don't commit to too much. Don't commit to too much. Don't give away here's another thing. don't give away your business to anybody. Like sometimes you see somebody and like, oh, this person will be perfect. Let's partner. And then you take your business and you give them 50% of it. Don't ever do that. Bring them on as an independent consultant. I'm even talking more business now, right? Independent, right? I love Annie. He's a great guy, but I'm not just gonna say, Annie, take half of my business. No, I'm gonna say, hey, Annie, let's work together, right? He's an independent contractor, right? And after a month or 2 or 3 or 4, then we can negotiate. But don't just give your business away to people. That just came to me to tell you, okay? No matter how, especially if they're influencers, like, oh, he's an influencer. You know what it's like? It's like when you get an investor in your business when you don't really have to, and then they take your business away. That's what it is, right? So don't give your business away. Bring people in to work with you as independent contractors, but don't make them partners unless like you know them for years. Do not do that, or else you'll regret it. You regret it. They'll just take your business away. So that's some free advice. I could charge for that, but I'll just give it to you for free. I can charge for that. All right, so we are at 8:00. We appreciate all of you. I just put that in the chat again for those of you that want to be a part of our events for the next 30 days. You're going to hear from 22 speakers. So I appreciate everybody being in here. Zion, if you want to connect with him, go to LinkedIn, Zion Inaugural, or look for what you can do is you can go to me and then you can find him connected to me as well. All right. So I want to thank Leah Garcia, Amberly Shreve, Annie Osung. I want to thank all of you. Appreciate all of you from all over the world. And we will see you next time, and same time, same place. It has been a plum pleasing pleasure to be here with you this morning. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.